Close your eyes for a moment and imagine that the air around you suddenly becomes empty. Not because you can't breathe, but because all the oxygen on Earth has vanished. Not for a day, not for an hour, just for 5 tiny seconds. 5 seconds that would turn into the most chaotic moment in human history. Sky turns black. The first thing you notice is darkness. Without oxygen, sunlight can no longer scatter through the air. In less than a millisecond, the bright blue sky collapses into pitch black, as if someone switched off the sun. Birds freeze midair. People stop and look up, and the world feels like it jumped into outer space. Concrete turns into dust. Concrete exists because oxygen binds its compounds together. Take away oxygen, even for a moment, and every concrete structure loses its strength. Bridges dissolve into gray powder. Highways crack and fall apart. Entire cities collapse into clouds of dust, not from an explosion, but from the sudden failure of matter itself. All fire dies instantly. Fire needs oxygen. Without oxygen, every flame on Earth goes out at the exact same moment. Campfires, gone. Welding arcs, gone. Engines, silent. The world becomes completely quiet, except for the distant rumbling of structures failing. Many metals form protective layers by reacting with oxygen. Without that oxygen, those layers vanish, instantly making metal brittle and weak. Power lines fall. Towers bend and collapse. Anything made of metal becomes dangerously unstable. Ocean water contains dissolved oxygen. Remove that oxygen, and the water becomes unstable. The pressure changes cause the upper layer of the ocean to begin boiling. Not everywhere, but in massive patches across the surface. Tourists on beaches watch in shock as the sea begins to bubble like a boiling pot. You might think people would die instantly, but actually, humans can hold their breath for more than 5 seconds. So we survive the oxygen loss. But everything around us becomes unrecognizable. The sky is gone. The cities are gone. The world feels empty. So, what would happen if Earth lost oxygen for just 5 seconds? Almost everything we depend on would collapse instantly. Life would continue, but civilization would not. If you enjoyed this mind-bending scenario, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more what-if stories.